One day after strong wind destroyed a bald eagle's nest near White Rock Lake, the two birds could be seen today perched in a different abandoned nest. This one much smaller than the one they'd been in for about a month. Fox 4's Alex Boyer is at Lake Highlands Park tonight. It's near White Rock Lake. Alex.
Yes, Steve, you're right. And they've been testing out that nest, but have been flying around over the past few hours. It seems they can't get settled. Now, the eagles initially took over another abandoned nest back in October. And according to a city arborist I spoke with, they had been expanding upon that nest for the past several months. So the arborist believes that a combination of high winds as well as the heft the weight of that nest caused the branch underneath it to collapse yesterday. And again, the birds now hanging around, at least for the time being.
It's to the right of the trunk.
They're fast becoming a must-see attraction at Lake Highlands Park in East Dallas, near White Rock Lake.
You can see the white of his tail. He's got a broad back.
Residents turned amateur bird watchers stopping to gawk at a pair of bald eagles recently left nestless.
We get the chance to observe them. I think it just highlights the animal kingdom, and I think we need more of that.
It's something that's unique that we don't get to see.
Brett Johnson is an urban biologist with the city of Dallas.
The limb that was under the nest failed. That was a concern that we've had for a while.
The park was recently blocked off with barricades and fencing to protect the nest. Johnson got the call yesterday afternoon that heavy wind gusts knocked it down.
There was an old red-tailed hawk nest that was up there, and they just kind of took it over in October and started building off of it.
Heavenly Dew was there when it happened.
And so when I moved closer, I could see where it had fallen, and for hours until past sunset last night, the eagles were just flying around frantically.
Brett Johnson, who is also an arborist, said he and a city forester had become concerned the flimsy limb holding up the nest would collapse. He says the trees are old. One damaged egg was found nearby. A makeshift memorial began forming Wednesday along the edge of a fence that surrounds the area. This mom brought her kids to pay their respects.
It's not something that you can see every day, and so we're very sad of what happened with their nest.
Johnson says it's unclear what the eagles will do next.
It's fairly late in the season for them to start trying to build a completely new nest.
We can all respect nature, and maybe we'll respect it more watching them like this.
And Brett Johnson tells me he's actually fascinated by how well the eagles had taken to that original nest here, considering the traffic that is constantly going by in the area and all of the people who come to check out those eagles. Now, again, the eagles have been seen trying out a new nest, but again, the city arborist doesn't believe that any other nest in this area would be big enough to hold the eagles, and says it's too late in the season for them to begin rebuilding. So we're going to have to wait and see just what happens.